Hello everyone, as with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And once again, this is the one-day chart. We're sitting here at $1.35. If you look at the 1 week chart, you could see that volatility is back. And I'm just waiting for a move upward. Honestly, I am stunned right now because I honestly thought XRP would either be closer to $1 or under $1 right now with what's going on in Iran. But the market seems to be holding up a lot different this time. You know, in previous conflicts, we watched Bitcoin tumble down very quick. But this time, it seems like crypto just doesn't care. Now, I don't know where we go from here. We're still waiting to see how the market opens up this morning. If it opens in the red, we got to see how crypto reacts. But so far, so good for crypto. And look at Bitcoin sitting back above 66K. Again, you could see the volatility here as well. But even Bitcoin, now there's people calling for 100K Bitcoin again. All of a sudden, it seems like the narrative shift because of the way everything held up with the latest conflict. Something different is happening right now. Will it last? That's the big question. When precious metals go up, you can bet your bottom dollar that crypto will go down. War will cause metals and oil to go up. In this situation, the increase of oil will actually work out for XRP this time around. That's based on Jake Claver's prediction, the domino theory. And you see, gold reclaims $5,350. Usually, when you see gold soaring like this, crypto falls because of the rotation. And we haven't seen the rotation yet in this cycle either. Pay attention to this rotation. This chart highlights a repeating macro pattern between gold and Bitcoin. Each time gold reaches a new all-time high, profits rotate out of gold and flow into Bitcoin. Gold acts as the first mover. Bitcoin follows as the risk-on, amplified trade. Every cycle, the handoff looks slightly different, but the mechanism stays the same. Understand the rotation, and you understand why Bitcoin often moves after gold, not before. But we've been waiting for this rotation to begin for a while now. And so far, gold seems to be proving that Bitcoin is not digital gold. Now, if this rotation starts, I think things will be different very soon because gold is most likely going to print a few more all-time highs before we see the next pullback on gold. And it depends on what happens with the conflict in Iran. Dow futures are down about 600 points. Monday is looking like another bloodbath in the stock market. And even with futures opening down, that should have pushed crypto down also, but it didn't. Everything seemed to hold the line. I just hope this continues. I want to see how this plays out in the morning. I'm hoping we start to see the rebound on crypto from here. U.S. President Donald Trump suggested the conflict with Iran could go on for the next 4 weeks. The Daily Mail newspaper reported on Sunday. It's always been a 4-week process, he says. We figured it would be 4 weeks or so. It's always been about a 4-week process. So as strong as it is, it's a big country. It'll take 4 weeks or less. The British newspaper quoting Trump as saying. So if this goes on for 4 more weeks, you could expect the prices of gas to rise significantly here in the United States. And you see, now everybody's looking at Bitcoin dominance again. First monthly close below 100 WMA since December 2022. Probably nothing. And here's what the Bitcoin dominance looks like right now. You see this very small drop on the Bitcoin dominance. That's what everybody's looking at right now. They're saying that's the early indicator of the Bitcoin dominance starting to fall. And if the dominance falls and the price rises at the same time, that solidifies we are going into alt season or a possible utility run from here. Market, this could be Bitcoin's first 6-month red run since 2018 to 2019. Now everybody's betting that March is going to be another red month for Bitcoin all of a sudden. Today is literally March 2nd, and people think the whole month is going to stay in the red. We need to see where we go from here. There's a lot of catalysts that could still play out through the month of March. I'm not counting March out already. It just started. ETH has now closed its 6th consecutive month in the red. In the last 15 months, Ethereum has closed 12 in red. Very disappointing. This is why you don't see the hype for Ethereum right now. Usually people are calling for a $20,000 Ethereum, but it's crickets. Nobody's saying anything about Ethereum except Tom Lee. He's calling for like $100,000 Ethereum. But I guess when you're all in on Ethereum and fully invested in Ethereum, you have to run the hype around Ethereum. But the rest of the market, I mean, everybody in crypto right now, nobody is talking about it. And that's why I think XRP is easily going to flip Ethereum. As automation increases and regular people receive a universal basic income, those invested in utility tech like XRP will become the new class of rich people. I always said anybody that invests in XRP now, you're still early because the institutions didn't get here yet. You still beat most of the institutions to crypto. The only institutions that are here are the first movers. The rest are going to pile in here very quickly once we get regulations in place. But anybody who is investing now, you're going to become part of the new 1%. As long as you could continue to hold through the red days, through all the delays that we've seen so far ever since last year. I mean, you look at the chart and it screams breakout, and then all of a sudden something happens. If you could make it through all of that and get to that life-changing money, you could become part of the new 1%. And universal basic income is coming. I see all these people all over X every single day. When are we going to start getting universal basic income? I'm tired of going to work. People want this. They don't realize what comes with universal basic income. If the government is giving you something for free, it's going to come with strings attached. It'll be too late when everybody is onboarded to it. You know, you got to figure out what universal basic income is before you go and ask for it. And XRP holders, we're not going to be on the universal basic income system. We're already going to be fully retired from XRP. Clarity Act deadline today. Brad says the door is wide open for that deal. Banks, time to step up in good faith. XRP bouncing to $1.38, $1.39 strong after the dip. Escrow unlock handled smoothly like always. So we now know the deadline has come and gone for the Clarity Act. And that should also dump the market, because usually anything like that would send Bitcoin plummeting down. But yet crypto held the line. Plus, we had the unlock of the escrow as well, and XRP held the line. Something is definitely going on right now. Something is changing with crypto. I don't know if it's because there's no more Jane Street manipulation or what, but honestly, it is shocking to see crypto hold up the way it is. Taurus left. people pivoted to AI. Crypto doom post, AI doom post, economic doom post, a new war, Bitcoin down 50%. Smells like time to pay attention, not walk away like many are doing. Make a plan. I see so many people giving up right now. It's like, why would you give up now? We are so close now. You know, Clarity could get signed into law this week. And if that happens, that's it. It greenlights all the institutions. Yet you want to give up because there's so much negativity flowing around X every single day and everybody's frustrated. I get that frustration. Honestly, I thought by now XRP would already be sitting in double digits. But again, you can't predict all that has happened throughout this cycle. First, we knew about the market manipulation, and that continued. And everybody was banking on the Clarity Act to end the market manipulation. We still haven't got the Clarity Act yet. And then beyond that, you have the president every single week talking about tariffs. Nobody had that on their bingo card either. And then you look over at what's going on in the Middle East, and every time it seems like we're coming to some sort of deal over there and there's going to be ongoing peace, all we get is ongoing conflict. And that plays in this market as well. Because what it does is it creates uncertainty. And when there's uncertainty, people are afraid to go all in. Soon as we see a breakout on XRP, that is going to change very quick. XRP, the top crypto trade right now, not Bitcoin and not Ethereum. XRP has gained more than 20% this year and has risen to become the third largest cryptocurrency by market cap. Remember when they had this clip on the mainstream media news? I'm just going to play the first few seconds of it. Take a listen.
The hottest crypto trade of the year is not Bitcoin, it is not Ether, it is XRP, the coin formerly known as Ripple, soaring more than 20% this year, becoming the third largest cryptocurrency out there, and there's big money behind this trade. Mackenzie Sagalos joins us now with that XRP trade
and that's when XRP was at $2.24. But what I think happened there was the mainstream media was giving us the warning then that this is the crypto you want to hold throughout 2026 because there's so many catalysts for XRP. You know, if you look at all that is lining up ahead for XRP, it far outweighs what's lining up for Bitcoin. And just because the market is down today doesn't mean that we can't see a massive breakout tomorrow. You see how quick XRP rebounds now. It's not like it was in the past where XRP would move by a penny or two and everybody would get excited. Now, when it starts to break upward, it moves by 5, 10, 15 cents very quickly. And what we're starting to notice is that volatility is back, and that's what you like to see. Those big upward swings followed by maybe some downward pullback, then the next swing up. This seems like a higher low right here. I'm expecting us to start to head back up towards $1.45, depending on how the stock market opens. If the stock market opens in the red and it's a red day for the stock market, but crypto doesn't move or trade sideways, that's a good indicator that we're going to start to break out from where we are right now. Now, if the stock market opens up in the red and we start plummeting down, well, that's a different story. Then most likely we'll watch the rebound slowly start to happen once the bottom is in. Everybody's still expecting 50 cents for XRP again. Honestly, I don't think it drops that low. Maybe we see 90 cents, maybe 80 cents, and then everything will start to rebound quickly shortly after that happens. But what I'm telling you is be prepared for anything going forward. But I'm going to stay optimistic because so far XRP has been holding the line. And until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.